KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Millions of Americans are seeing snow, fierce cold, and wind. And tonight, the Iowa caucuses, the opening round of the Republican presidential primary. The AP's Julie Walker starts us off with the weather.
The National Weather Service says wind chills are expected to push down temperatures through at least midweek, possibly to 30 degrees below zero from the northern Rockies to northern Kansas and into Iowa, testing the hardiness of caucus goers willing to brave the deep chill today. Arctic storms have left at least 4 dead and knocked out power to tens of thousands in the northwest, brought snow to the south, and walloped the northeast with blizzard conditions, postponing the Buffalo Bills-Pittsburgh Steelers playoff game until today.
The AP's Jackie Quinn now on the Iowa caucuses tonight, and frontrunner Donald Trump.
They say you're very hardy people.
Former President Trump at a campaign stop urging supporters to come out.
Just get out and vote. You got to bring your friend. You know, we say plus 10, so plus 10 or plus 2 or plus 20.
His earlier weekend events were canceled while Nikki Haley and Governor Ron DeSantis did their best to reach voters. Longtime Iowa resident Sandy Hoffman.
It's the worst weather ever.
Will that lead her to skip the caucuses?
No, I'll be there.
I'm Jackie Quinn.
This morning, the Biden campaign says it's taken in more money than any Democratic candidate has taken in at this point in the campaign cycle, $235 million from its launch last April until the end of 2023. Pope Francis is defending his controversial decision to let priests bless same-sex couples. Heads of state and government are attending the World Economic Forum this week in Switzerland. They'll talk about climate change, artificial intelligence, and war in the Middle East and Ukraine. This is AP News. Tonight, the Emmys. The AP's Margie Zarletta.
The Emmy Awards will be handed out tonight in Los Angeles. Ted Lasso leads the nominations for comedies with 21, while Succession leads the drama categories with 27. The Emmys are normally in September, but were delayed because of the Hollywood writers and actors strikes. Anthony Anderson of Blackish will host the awards live on Fox. Anderson says there's no pressure being host.
I just get to come up here and be myself and have fun and poke fun at Jason Sudeikis, who I believe stole the award from me for several years. I'm 0 for 11, Jason. I'm 0 for 11.
I'm Margie Zarletta.
Oxfam International says the world could have its first trillionaire within a decade. Among the world's richest men at the moment, Tesla CEO Elon Musk and investment guru Warren Buffett. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-DO.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At the KSMO studios, we welcome you to Monday morning. It is Martin Luther King Day. And right here at KSMO Radio, we hope it's going to be a good day for you. Personally, it's going to be a different kind of day. We always have those days when you've got governmental offices, post office, things of that nature closed, schools closed, things of that nature. It just always affects things differently. So if you're going to be out and about today, don't know why. If you don't have to be, don't be. It's going to be very cold out there. We had that wind chill advisory in effect until noon today. But if you need to get groceries, things of that nature, yes, businesses will be open. But it will be a cold, cold day if you have to be out and about. That wind chill is not going to be conducive to being out of doors. It will be below zero all day. So, again, that wind chill advisory in effect till at least noon tomorrow. And they may extend that out to about 6 o'clock tomorrow. I was reading that. They may do that because it will be pretty breezy tomorrow, and it will not cool down until the afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on that. But as of right now, the wind chill advisory in effect till noon tomorrow. For today, a chance of flurries and a little bit of light snow as the day continues on. We'll have cloudy skies and cold conditions. So right now we have actually some blue skies out there a little bit. It won't last very long. We will have winds out of the northwest at 7 to 10 miles an hour consistently today. And our temperature reading, if we get lucky, will be up around 7 to 8 degrees above zero. But wind chill values will still be below zero, even with northwest winds at about 7 to 10. Now, they will gust occasionally up to about 15. For tonight, a slight chance of some more snow. Flurries in the I'll say near midnight to after midnight hours. Cloudy otherwise, and then becoming clear by early morning. And a low of around -4. Wind chill values could be -20 by early Tuesday morning, with northwest winds actually picking up in the evening at 10 to 12 miles an hour and gusting up to 25. The chance of precipitation tonight, again, just 20%. Then for Tuesday, sunny, cold, high of 17. We will have west winds at about 10 to 14 miles an hour, gust to 20. Wind chills will finally get above zero, but they'll still be in single digits. Tuesday night clear with a low of 5. Wind chills again back below zero with southwesterly breezes at 8 to 15, gusting to 20. Wednesday sunny and a high of 38 with southwesterly breezes 10 to 15. And gusting to 20 to 25 miles an hour. Clouds Wednesday night, low of 20, and partly sunny Thursday, high of 37. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, well, we have, as I mentioned, a little break in the clouds right now. So it's kind of deceiving a little bit. We're going to call it partly cloudy skies right now, but there will be more clouds moving in from the northwest. We already kind of see the beginning of that. We haven't really seen, but there has been a little bit of snow that has trajected across the southern parts of the state of Missouri early this morning. And there may be a few other areas that will occur in again as the day moves on, especially in the afternoon. Then another blanket of snow will come through a little bit later on this afternoon and into tonight. Again, all that kind of surrounding the Denton County area. Can't rule out a little slight accumulation, but I would say no more than an inch if we get it at that. And it will be very dry snow. It'll be blowing around for the most part. However, I will remind you that even dry snow, if compacted down, will become very, very slick. It'll harden up. With the heat of the tires or heat of your feet or anything of that nature, it will cling to that very cold pavement now, and it could become a little bit more slick. So when we get that sun does come out by Wednesday or Tuesday, and it will still be cold, a chance of refreezing and making black ice is a very, very big possibility, so be very cautious. All right, anyway, there you go. There where you stand right now, KSMO 736. And we will come right back with local news next on this Martin Luther King Day, KSMO Radio.
RSV is a common respiratory virus that usually causes mild cold-like symptoms in the fall and winter. While most people recover in a week or two, RSV can cause serious infection in infants and adults over 60. The Missouri Immunization Coalition reminds you that RSV immunizations are here. This is the protection we've been waiting for. Talk to your healthcare provider about immunizations to protect against RSV. Visit moimmunize.org to learn more.
I guess I should give you the temperature. -2 is what we have at the moment here, KSMO Radio, but it doesn't feel like -2. It feels like -18. We have winds out of the northwest at 8 to 10 miles an hour, 69% relative humidity, and the pressure at 30.44 inches. Yeah, probably why I didn't say it. Anyway, it wasn't worth saying. All right, cold out there. Please be careful.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find these great deals at K&H Auto Supply. Gum Out Carb and Choke Cleaner $4.99. Lucas Deep Clean Fuel System Cleaner for $7.99. Blue Devil Oil Stop Leak for $14.99. And KSMO Coolant Leak Repair for $15.99. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Agri America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD radio show.
Visit Agri America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
It's time for local news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. My name is Stan Stevens. Glad to be bringing it to you on AM 1340, FM 95.7, KSMO Radio. Also streaming it on AM. We're already doing it on AM. And we're doing it on the FM. We're doing it on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. All three. And so if you are joining us in that mode, we appreciate it. And hope you're going to be enlightened by what you hear. That's all we can hope for. My name is Stan Stevens again, bringing it to you on KSMO on this Martin Luther King Monday. In news, the Denton County Sheriff's Department did release several reports. On Monday, the 8th of January, a deputy did take information for a report of forgery. The victim, a 70-year-old Salem man, said a check had been written that he had written had been altered and then forged. The incident occurred in Texas County and was referred to the Licking Police Department for the investigation. The next day, Tuesday the 9th of January, a deputy conducted a traffic stop on North Pershing Street. And during the stop, the driver, a 58-year-old Salem man, was found to be in possession of suspected methamphetamine. The narcotics were confiscated. The investigation is ongoing. Later that same day, a deputy responded to the 3500 block of Route 00 for the reported property dispute. Reporting party, a 59-year-old Rolla man, told deputies that a neighbor had trespassed onto his property and continued to cause issues over a long-standing land dispute. Later that same day, a deputy conducted a traffic stop on South Highway 19. During the course of this stop, suspected methamphetamine was located in the vehicle after a consent search was conducted. The narcotics were confiscated, and the investigation's ongoing. On Wednesday, the 10th of January, deputies from the Denton County Sheriff's Office assisted the Phelps County Sheriff's Office in the service of an arrest warrant, the 7100 block of Route FF. The suspect, a 34-year-old Salem man, was taken into custody without incident and transported to the Phelps County Jail. If you have information regarding an ongoing investigation, contact the Denton County Sheriff's Office, 729-3241. An accident happened Friday morning at 7:40 in Phelps County on westbound I-44 at the 189-mile marker. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2014 Dodge 1500 van being driven by 45-year-old Sevkan Kostner of Wheaton, Illinois, skid across the center line and struck a 2020 GMC Acadia being driven by 48-year-old Michael Smith of St. James. The GMC then struck the concrete barrier and came to rest in the roadway. Smith was taken by Phelps Health EMS to the Phelps Health Hospital for treatment of minor injuries. The GMC was totaled and removed from the scene by CNC Towing. The Dodge van had extensive damage but was able to be driven from the scene. The report did state that both drivers were wearing their seat restraints at the time of the accident. An accident happened Saturday evening around 5:55 in Phelps County, near Phelps County Road 8160. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2017 Toyota Corolla driven by 30-year-old Kerry Crowley of Rolla was traveling eastbound when the vehicle began to slide on the snow-covered road. The Toyota went on the left side of the road, impacted a tree, and then overturned onto its top. Crowley suffered minor injuries and was transported by Phelps Health Ambulance to Phelps Health Hospital. The Toyota was totaled and removed from the scene by D&D Towing. Crowley was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey announced his office obtained a judgment against Phelps County business owner of Show Me Labradors, Sandra Kozlowski, for violating state standards for licensed commercial dog breeders. In the judgment, the court ruled that Kozlowski defied a previous consent judgment issued in May of 2020 for failure to comply with state law governing commercial dog breeders. Specifically, Kozlowski violated the law by keeping too many dogs, letting her breeder's license lapse, and failing to provide dogs with fresh water or access to the outdoors. Even more disturbing, Kozlowski was keeping dogs in cages with an appalling lack of space, like wire-style and airline-style pet crates without unfettered access to the outdoors. Under the order, Ms. Kozlowski must pay the $5,000 of suspended penalties from the original judgment and relinquish ownership of all remaining dogs, but for the 10 dogs specified in the judgment and order to the state of Missouri, who are being transferred to the Humane Society of Missouri. Additionally, she'll be banned from advertising the sale of dogs from Show Me Labs with few exceptions. On January 9th, the Missouri Department of Agriculture did seize 96 dogs that were taken to St. Louis, where a number of veterinarians are evaluating those dogs. And the Division of Fire Safety is again urging caution as temperatures across Missouri plunge below zero and stay there with wind chill warnings and wind chill advisories. Most years, space heaters account for about 1/3 of home heating fires and 8% of heating fire deaths, and they become a very, very supplemental heating source for many homes. Overloaded extension cords, power strips, and generators also pose danger. Remember, turn off portable heaters whenever leaving the room or going to bed. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from heating equipment. And the 3-foot safety zone includes furniture, drapes, and electronics, anything that can burn. Plus, have a 3-foot kid-free zone around any open fire or space heater. Should also not overload extension cords or outlets. Many extension cords and power strips are not designed to handle the load of an electric heater. Never place electric cord under a rug to prevent the cord from overheating and causing a fire. And never use an oven or other cooking devices to heat your home, and never use an outdoor propane heater indoors. Space heaters are the leading cause of home fires in the months of December, January, and February, according to the National Fire Protection Association. They are designed as a supplemental heating source, not a primary heating source. Generators also, if you do lose your electric, can pose a danger. They should only be used outdoors and at least 20 feet away from windows, doors, or attached garages to prevent carbon dioxide from entering your home. You should only connect appliances, generators that have heavy-duty extension cords. Generators should be kept dry and protected from the weather, but not kept inside. In November and December of 2023, 6 people died and 1 was critically injured due to carbon monoxide poisoning. This happened in 2 different incidents where generators were used inside residences in order to run their appliances. It's 7:45 on KSMO. We only have 1 cancellation to bring you for the sweet and low and slow motion classes scheduled for this morning at the Healthy County Fitness Center have been canceled. That's a sweet and low and slow motion classes for this morning scheduled at the Healthy County Fitness Center. They have been canceled. Okay, we've got sports next when we come right back.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
Time for sports news. The Salem boys basketball Tigers game with Houston Friday was postponed. It was rescheduled for Thursday, January 25th. Salem boys are scheduled to face Fordland in the Houston Community Foundation Varsity Boys Basketball Tournament at the Houston High School gym, that is. Salem will play this evening in the fourth game of the evening, beginning around 8:30. The winner will play Thursday at 7, and the loser will play at 7 Tuesday night. You can hear the game tonight on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and 95.7 FM, and audio streamed on KSMO Media. Salem Lady Basketball Tigers will host the Owensville Dutch Girls. That will be Tuesday night in a varsity-only game beginning at 6 p.m. Salem is 4-12 on the year. Owensville 9-4. That game will be aired on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. Missouri Tigers fell to South Carolina Saturday afternoon in overtime, 71-69. Noah Carter had 23 points to lead Missouri, followed by Sean East II with 15 more. Missouri drops to 8-8 on the year. They're 0-3 in the SEC Conference. Missouri will be at Alabama Tuesday night. That game will not be heard on KSMO due to Lady Tigers basketball game. Oscar Sundquist's goal late in the third period tied the game, but the Blues lost to the Boston Bruins in overtime Saturday night on Charlie McAvoy's goal, his second of the game. Blues received goals from Kevin Hayes and Jake Neighbors as well. The Blues will be hosting the Philadelphia Flyers tonight at the Enterprise Center. That game is not scheduled to be heard on KSMO this evening. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Miami Dolphins Saturday in the fourth coldest start in the game in NFL history, 26-7 Saturday night. Harrison Butker had 4 field goals. Isaiah Pacheco scored on a run, and Rashee Rice had 6 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown. The Chiefs' opponent for the next game will be determined after tonight's Pittsburgh-Buffalo game. That's news and sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Well, on this holiday, we do not have the market report because the markets will not be open today. So we'll save that report from Friday for Tuesday morning here at KSMO Radio. Right now, though, we are getting ready to give you some weather. That's going to be coming your way next. Again, the markets will be closed today for Martin Luther King Day today. Stick around. Weather's next.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed for a limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
At the KSMO studios, time for weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and the KSMO listening area, brought to you as a courtesy of Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Well, we do want to again very quickly pass on the sweet and low and slow motion classes for this morning have been postponed at the Healthy Dane County Fitness Center. That's the sweet and low and slow motion classes for this morning have been postponed. And we want to tell you that line dancing returns. The dance classes do return to the Community Center at the Army. They do it in February, and that will continue. Tuesday evenings in February at 6:30. $5 per person, pay at the door. Rosalie Wright will be your instructor, and you'll be doing line dancing. The line dancing dance classes at Healthy Dane County Fitness Center, always a lot of fun. Usually well attended, and I highly recommend it if you'd like to learn how to line dance. Head on down that way. It'll be a good time for all. Again, Tuesday evenings in February at 6:30, and I know you're saying, wow, it's almost February. It's halfway through January already. So your instructor will be Rosalie Wright. If you have any questions, you can call Healthy Dane County Fitness Center at 739-1127, 739-1127. Mark it on the calendar. Line dancing dance classes start February 6th. It's $5 per person. You will pay at the door with Rosalie Wright at the Healthy Dane County Fitness Center. Well, first, a few light snow flurries will be possible, especially in far southern Missouri this morning, mainly south of Highway 60, but only a dusting is expected. But another band of snow is going to develop and move into the mainly and western central portions of Missouri this afternoon. Overall, mean of guidance supports the dusting of snow north of I-44 and around an inch of snow along and north of Highway 54. Uncertainty is greater toward the east, but there is potential of seeing an inch or so from Rolla all the way through Salem and possibly even a little bit further to our south. Now, high temperatures will be in the single digits above zero today, so all the snow will instantly accumulate on any roads, but the combination of amounts and the low intensity should limit impacts. However, again, if you are driving on that snow, it will impact onto that pavement and could become a little bit more slick. Highs in the single digits above zero in the low teens, followed by lows around zero tonight, will continue to combine with winds to lead to wind chills in digits below zero. Could be single digits, could be teens, it could be as low as minus 20. That wind chill advisory continues through the entire area through noon tomorrow. Sunny skies will be a welcome treat Tuesday, as will a little bit of a relative warm-up. Not going to get real warm, but we will get out of the single digits in the afternoon. Tuesday night, we will see lows in the single digits to low teens, and wind chills will still be below zero in most locations, but the wind chill advisory is on track to expire noon Tuesday. It could be extended out a little bit. Right now, they don't expect that to happen. The upper level trough axis will shift to the east of the area Tuesday night into Wednesday, with the upper level flow becoming more zonal, but only temporarily. Some warming will take place, and we should rise above freezing for the first time in several days Wednesday, with highs probably about 38 to near 40 degrees. Lows by Wednesday night will be in the low to middle 20s. Don't get used to it. Another cold front is going to be moving to the area, not Thursday during the day, but Thursday evening. Canadian air mass will push into the northern plains on Thursday, and this will push back into our area. We will be back up into the 30s Thursday, and probably by late afternoon or early evening, you'll see those temperatures start to drop again. By Thursday night, we'll be back in the single digits with wind chills below zero into Friday morning. Friday's highs will only be in the teens to mid-20s, with Friday night lows again in single digits. The high-pressure system will then move over the area Saturday, and we should have highs still below freezing, but in the 20s, and possibly out west in the low 30s. Yesterday, we actually got to 5. Didn't last very long. We got up there shortly, right after 5 in the afternoon. Didn't last long, as I mentioned. Once the clouds and the darkness took over, we went right back down very quickly. All right, we bottomed out at -3 yesterday. 44 is the normal high, 24 the normal low. 70, our record high back in 1901 on this date. -11, the record low in 1888. Yesterday we had about 1/20th of an inch of precipitation in the form of light snow. Month-to-date total standing at 1 and almost 3/5. Sunrise this morning, 7:20. Sunset will be at 5:11. Normal for the month of precipitation, by the way, would be about 1 1/4. Taking a look at the extended forecast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday should be sunny, but still pretty cold. High about 19, as after we hit those 30s on Thursday and Wednesday, we'll drop right back down with another cold front. Partly cloudy Friday night, low of 2. Sunny Saturday, we'll top out about 25. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 10. And sunny on Sunday, back into the mid-30s for a high. That local forecast and our current conditions next in just a moment.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the fitness center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Trollo Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
Here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Let's take a look at that forecast. That wind chill advisory still in effect, and it will be until noon tomorrow. It's cold out there, guys. It is cold out there. We hope you take caution if you are heading out today, but if there's no need, with no school, banks are closed, different governmental offices closed. If you don't have to head on out this morning or today, don't. Stay inside. Chance of flurries could occur today. Even some light snow could occur today. It would have slight to light accumulation, but there could be some today. Not likely to see too much of anything, but we could see some flurries or light snow. Chance of that happening is 20%, so not a big chance. Cloudy skies otherwise. Our high, we're going to top out about 5 to 8 degrees. Wind chills through the day today are pretty much going to be, they will be below zero all day. May get out of the teens with the minus number in front of it, but not by much. Then for tonight, a slight chance of some snow, possibly changing with some flurries, gradually becoming mostly clear after midnight, and we'll have a low of -4. We will have a northwesterly breeze at 8 to 15, gusting to 25. Chance of precipitation, 20% again. Sunny, very cold Tuesday. We'll have a high of 17. We'll start out the morning with a wind chill of near -20. Winds will be westerly at 8 to 15 and gusting to 20 miles an hour. For Tuesday night, clear with the low of 5. Wind chills will be below zero again, with southwesterly winds at 8 to 15 and still gusting to 20. Wednesday, sunny and a high of 38 with southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 and gusting to 25. Wednesday night, cloudy at the low of 20. And then partly sunny Thursday, high of 37, before a cold front comes through during the late afternoon and evening, and will bottom out Thursday night under cloudy skies with a low of 7. At the KSMO studios, as we speak to you right now, our temperature reading is setting at -3 degrees. That has not budged this morning. It has been a cold morning out there. We do have winds. Those winds continue to be coming out of the northwest, anywhere from 6 to 12 miles an hour, mostly 7 to 8, 9, right around there, but they have been at 6 to 12 this morning. We do have 72% relative humidity, pressure 30.44 inches. That's rising. It feels like -16 right now with a partly cloudy sky. You actually see some sunshine out there, and if it's coming out of the east right now, but we do have more clouds that will be moving in from the northwest to west as the morning goes on. So the sunshine will be short-lived. Won't have a lot of it. Enjoy it while it's here, but it's still bitterly cold outside. At the KSMO studios right now, it's your hometown radio station. That look at weather with, we're going to call it partly cloudy skies right here at KSMO Radio. -3, -17 with that wind chill. Be careful if you're going to be out and about. Again, that wind chill advisory in effect till noon tomorrow. Keep that in mind. Now look at weather brought to you by Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. And I want to tell you that coming up in February on Thursday nights, they're going to have a competitive co-ed volleyball league. Well, that will be starting on February 22nd. It'll be 6 weeks of a volleyball league, and then they'll have a championship tournament. It's $175 per team if you'd like to be playing some volleyball and competitive co-ed volleyball. It's not just a little hack around People get out there and they get serious about it. And I know when I play sports, I get serious about it too. So anyway, competitive co-ed volleyball will begin Thursday, February 22nd, $175 per team. And again, if you have any questions, please call them at 739-1127. They would like all teams registered by Friday, February the 12th. Co-ed volleyball in February. Healthy Dane County Fitness Center, 739-1127. Give them a call or stop by 1200 West Rowley Road. If you're already a member, you can go by and talk with Susie or Penny or any of the gang down there. They'll be more than happy to help. Healthy Dane County in the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where health, education, and the community, they all meet. Coming up at KSMO Radio, our Civic Record. That is coming your way next after this.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling, 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA feed.
We are MFA.
Time right now for a look at our Civic Record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Our Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all your friends right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and at Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South. Reminding you to stop on by when you get an opportunity. It might be a little bit cold right now, but if you get a chance, stop on by. They're open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. But we all know when the weather gets like this, you may not be able to get out and about. Your roads might be a little bit slick. Maybe it's just a little bit too cold. If that's okay, too, because you can do your browsing online. Yep, SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Check it out for yourself right there on your own browser, and then you can figure out what you might be interested in, or maybe you can talk to them or give them a call at 729-3422 at Southtown Furniture. They can give you all the details, and of course, the next time you're able to get out and about, head on down that way. 1601 South Highway 19 in Salem. Southtown Furniture, part of the Ballard family of furniture stores that have been serving you right here in Salem since 1922. Southtown Furniture in Salem, it is where the bargains are. Frank Lewis of Raymondville passed away January 11th at the age of 87. Funeral services for Frank Lewis will be held tomorrow afternoon at 1 at the First Baptist Church in Licking. Visitation will be held this evening from 6 until 8 o'clock at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. Interment will be in the Licking Cemetery. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home in Licking for Frank Lewis of Raymondville, whose funeral services will be held Tuesday afternoon at 1 at the First Baptist Church in Licking. Johnny Hall passed away Thursday, January 11th, at the age of 86. Funeral services for Johnny Hall will be held Thursday at 1 at the James and Guard Chapel in Rolla, with visitation starting at 11 that morning prior to the service. Johnny Hall, survived by his wife Peggy Hall of Rolla, a son Mark Hall of Rolla, daughter Sherry, and husband Gary Phelps of Rolla, one grandson, and 4 great-grandchildren. Memorials may be made to the staff of the arborist at Parkside in Rolla. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Guard Mortuary of Rolla for Johnny Hall, whose funeral services will be Thursday at 1 at the James and Guard Chapel in Rolla. More of our Civic Record next when we come right back.
Southtown Furniture in Salem is your local authorized appliance dealer for Speed Queen washers and dryers. Speed Queen is the most dependable washer and dryer available today, featuring their famous commercial design using only the highest quality metal components. These components are tested for over 10,000 cycles or 25 years of life at 8 loads per week. Your clothes will always come out cleaner with Speed Queen's large size agitator and wash tub, both rotating, allowing water to move through the heaviest fabric to create a better, gentle wash. Stop by Southtown Furniture today, your local authorized appliance dealer for Speed Queen washers and dryers, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem at Southtown Furniture.
At the KSMO studios, Scenic Rivers Industries, a shelter workshop, it reminds everybody to still do some construction work on their parking lot. Recycling bins beside the building are out of commission and will be through at least Thursday of this week. They will have some temporary bins in the parking lot in front of their building, but they do appreciate your understanding and patience. Again, the recycling bins on the side of the building of the Scenic Rivers Industries, due to some work on their parking lot, are unavailable. They do have temporary bins in the parking lot in front of the building. That should come to an end by the end of this week. Everyone's invited out this Friday night to the Salem Eagles, as they'll be having a pork tenderloin dinner from 5 until 8, and the cost is $12 a plate. It is good. Salem Eagles Club is located on Highway 32 West, just past the airport, and they open up the invitation to everybody to be a part of their pork tenderloin dinner. It'll be this Friday night, 5 to 8. $12 a plate. That includes all the fixings. Check it out. And the Eagles Club this Friday night, 5 to 8. The pork tenderloin dinner. Don't miss it. A penguin paint party will be held this Friday from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Danielle Norris will be leading the charge at the Creative Arts Center. Come break up your winter boredom and paint some cute penguins. Perfect for adults and kids. The cost is $20 for adults, $10 for children. All ages are welcome, but kids under the age of 5 will need a parent with them. A minimum of 6 people must sign up, and no more than 22 will be allowed per session. Class registrations on a first-come, first-served basis with the online registrations. If you're interested, sign up under programs at the SalemCommunityBetterment.com website for activities at the Creative Arts Center. That's a penguin paint party Friday night, 5:30 to 7 with Danielle Norris. On Saturday, January 20th, the Salem Eagles will be having a trivia night. It's open to the public. Doors will be opening at 5. The cost is $25 a person. This includes a meal and a soda. Salem Eagles Club is out Highway 32 West. That's on Saturday, January 20th, a trivia night. Out of the Eagles, it's open to everybody. The doors open at 5. The cost $25 per person, which includes a meal and a soda. Head on out 32 West past the airport to the Eagles Club on Saturday night for their trivia night. All are welcome to attend. And at the Salem Nutrition Center today, they'll be serving up grilled chicken ranch wrap with lettuce, tomato, and onion, broccoli salad, fruit, milk, and, of course, dessert is always available. Check it out at the Salem Nutrition site inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Everybody, all ages, are welcome to attend to have a meal at the Salem Nutrition site. Lunch is served 11 to 12:30, and it is available to all ages. If you're 60 and above, your suggested contribution, $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. And again, everybody's welcome. The Salem Nutrition site's inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30, and lunch today is grilled chicken ranch wrap with lettuce, tomato, and onion, broccoli salad, milk, and fruit. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. If you have questions, call 729-2373. 729-2373. There you have it, a look at our civic record. It's a program of church and civic news, and a mention of persons recently deceased. Brought to you as a courtesy of all of us here at KSMO, your hometown radio station. Also brought to you by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, reminding you never a bad time to browse around and take a look at the beautiful furnishings, appliances, bedding, etc. that you might be looking for, including floor coverings and those accessories. It's all down there at Southtown because, you know, sometimes we don't really know that we really need something, and then all of a sudden, and it does happen, boy, doesn't it happen, your appliance goes out, your washer goes out, your refrigerator goes out, freezer goes out, suddenly you need another one. Your friends at Southtown Furniture are there to assist you. Get in touch with them. Call them today at 729-3422. Right now, if you have a freezer problem, just stick it outside, but you got to watch out for the aminals out there. But it's cold enough. But nonetheless, though, when you do need that freezer or the refrigerator or the washer, the dryer, the microwave, you can stop on by, see your friends at Southtown. And the same for floor coverings, bedding, appliances, etc., etc. Beautiful furnishings. It's all down there under one roof. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. At the KSMO studios, we invite you to stick around. We got statewide news from the Missouri Net. A look at that Salem Nutrition Center's menu, AP news, and sports on the Missouri Net. It's Monday, January 15th, KSMO Radio. That's what you're tuned to. Thanks for joining us on your hometown radio station.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolt's mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Message and data rates may apply.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. It's still cold outside. The National Weather Service reports a wind chill warning remains in effect through 12 noon tomorrow for central and northern Missouri. Wind chills are projected to be as low as 40 degrees below zero. A wind chill advisory is also in effect through 12 noon tomorrow for parts of central and southern Missouri. Under the advisory, wind chills are predicted to get as low as 25 below zero. The frigid wind chills could cause frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. The Missouri House is getting to work on a bill that would loosen restrictions on how online health care is provided. Republican State Rep Melanie Stinnett from Springfield wants to make telehealth easier for residents who are getting a checkup.
So the telehealth bill actually takes a look at the audio-only options for telehealth and puts that in statute so that we are ensuring that individuals that maybe don't have great high-speed internet access yet or have challenges with that kind of mode can still use that audio-only version.
Stinnett's bill also includes a provision that prevents restricting which platform telehealth can be used. Her bill has been referred to the House Health Care Reform Committee. Tyson Foods is being sued after it closed its poultry processing plant in southeast Missouri's Dexter last October. Russ Oliver is an attorney representing 4 poultry farmers who are suing Tyson to recoup losses.
There needs to be reforms made to the Packers and Stockyard Act that prevent this leverage of farmers through these debt schemes. It needs to stop, and the Packers and Stockyard Act needs stronger enforcement and more vigorous enforcement against these companies that hold positions of power.
He says farmers made million-dollar investments to update poultry barns, provide labor, land, and equipment with the promise the site would stay open. And waterfowl hunting in Springfield's Fellows Lake is being temporarily halted due to the winter weather. The hunting managed by the State Department of Conservation at the reservoir consists of 8 blinds on the south side of the lake. This is Missouri Net.
I'm Naheem Hines, professional football player and proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when I was 14, and I watched her struggle. But MDA helped her get the best treatments and care, and they also help kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. From day one, they've treated me like family at my local care center. MDA is the only one that funds over 150 care centers across the U.S. to help provide state-of-the-art care for adults adults and kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and other related neuromuscular diseases. They fund the research for breakthrough treatments, care, and cures. And MDA provides support to thousands of families like mine and Ethan's in communities like yours. Thanks to MDA, kids and adults can live life to its fullest. Join us and learn more at MDA.org today.
Homeowners and renters need to be careful when keeping warm during this cold snap. Anthony Morabith explains.
The Missouri Division of Fire Safety warns residents to exercise caution when heating your homes with space heaters and supplemental heating sources that provide additional heat. Space heaters account for 1/3 of home heating fires and about 80% of heating fire deaths. Overloaded extension cords, power strips, and generators also pose danger. Helpful tips include turning off portable heaters when leaving a room or going to bed. Have a 3-foot safety zone by keeping anything away from the heating equipment that can burn. Keep kids away from open fires and space heaters. The temperatures are expected to plunge below freezing through the middle of this week. Anthony Morabith, Missouri Net.
Missouri State Highway Patrol Captain John Hotz is retiring on February 1st. He was born in Camden, New Jersey, and graduated from high school in Valdosta, Georgia in 1985. He was appointed to the Missouri Highway Patrol on July 1st, 1989, and spent 34 years in service. This is Missouri Net.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Let's see what's cooking at that Salem Nutrition Center for today. They will be open today on this Martin Luther King Day, and they'll have grilled chicken ranch wrap with lettuce, tomato, and onion, broccoli salad, milk, and fruit. The Salem Nutrition Center is located inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. If you have any questions about the meal, or about maybe Meals on Wheels, or maybe some other activity going on at the Senior Center, call 729-2373. Remember, every age, all persons are welcome to eat at the Salem Nutrition site. If you're 60 and above, your suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. And, of course, menu can change without notice. Where today's menu is a grilled chicken ranch wrap with lettuce, tomato, and onion, broccoli salad, milk, and fruit. Don't forget, the menu can change without notice. Every weekday, we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menu as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Keep it right here. We'll come right back. We got AP News and Sports from the Missouri Net coming up. KSMO Salem.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Our music is our success. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Maybe you got snow or a dangerous Arctic air blast, sub-freezing temperatures. Mother Nature's letting much of the nation have it. Patrick Brigham is in Milwaukee.
It's cold. It's starting to freeze already. I came out last night. I was out here 2 times last night, and it still kept snowing. So underneath it's starting to freeze, so I want to get it out before it turns to ice.
He talked to WISN-TV. The National Weather Service's Zach Taylor.
Upwards of 150 million Americans are on some sort of wind chill headline for that dangerous cold and wind.
So the question now, as Iowa gears up for its leadoff caucuses, will the severe weather keep the voters away? The AP's Donna Warder.
Voting in the Iowa caucuses begins tonight. Caucus participants will gather at some 1,500 locations to debate their options before casting secret ballots. Iowan Jill Cameron tells Sky News she's supporting former President Donald Trump.
I'm really into pro-life and
pro-country, and I think we need to shut our borders.
Drew Klein has been canvassing for former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley.
We know that we have a substantially higher lift, as far as actually driving turnout, persuading voters, any of those efforts, when we can speak to them face to face.
Haley stands in the way of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for second place. Haley and DeSantis have competed aggressively in recent weeks. I'm Donna Warder.
The U.S. says it shot down a Houthi missile headed toward an American destroyer in the Red Sea on Sunday. Palestinian authorities say more than 24,000 people have now died in Gaza as Israel continues its strikes, payback for Hamas's attack. This is AP News. And now, the entertainment update, including tonight's Emmys.
The Emmys will be held Monday after a 4-month delay from the Hollywood writers and actors strike. Producer Jesse Collins says one of the joys of working with host Anthony Anderson is he knows a lot of celebrities.
We're waiting on the rep, and he said, oh, no, I'm going to call him. And the person answers the phone like, hey, Anthony. And he's like, you want to do the Emmys?
That's one small step for man.
The Television Academy has put the 1969 Apollo moon landing at the top of its list of the 75 most impactful television moments. Also making the list are Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech and the Beatles on The Ed Sullivan Show. The ludicrously capacious bag from the series Succession sold at auction over the weekend for more than $18,000. Heritage Auctions in Dallas says Roman Roy's pink note cards for his father's funeral sold for $25,000. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Are you having a hard time finding ag podcasts? We can help. The podcast directory at agriamerica.com allows you to search by category and topic so it's quick and easy to find what you're looking for. Ag Chicks, Farm for Profit, Heart of Rural America, the Shark Farmer Podcast, Real Ag Radio, and more are featured on Agri-America. Our extensive directory has something for everyone. Discover a new ag podcast today by visiting agriamerica.com. That's agriamerica.com.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Driving CMVs during winter is no joke. Always be cautious, be prepared, and be safe. Simple actions save lives. Brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs are moving on. They had no trouble with the Dolphins in a cold atmosphere, 26-7. The final, Patrick Mahomes threw for 262 yards and a touchdown. The weather not affecting Kansas City.
We were able to throw the ball. We were able to run the ball against some of those pressures. I thought the O-line did a great job. I mean, we had that mentality all week is we're going to go out there and play football. We know it's cold, but we're going to go out there and play football and see what happens.
-4 at kickoff, -27 with the wind. It was the 4th coldest game all time. Tua Tagovailoa said that he was not going to wear a glove. He said it was mind over matter, but it certainly affected him, that cold weather and the wind.
It was a little difficult in the beginning, but then we sort of figured out a plan with how we went about that later on within the game. But yeah, it was different.
Yeah, and there wasn't much they could do. The Chiefs' defense, just amazing. Andy Reid points to 3rd down.
Our defense with the 3rd down ratio was incredible, and the job that they did. 1 for 12 on 3rd downs, quite a stat there.
All right, basketball. South Carolina hit a 3 to send the game to overtime. Mizzou had a chance. Final shot, they were down 71-69. Noah Carter took a 3.
We had to play, got the ball up top, and, man, just I forced a shot.
He missed, and the Tigers lose again, 71-69. The final, they dropped to 0-3 in SEC play. Missouri Western beat their in-state rival, 14th-ranked Northwest Missouri State, for the first time since 2013, snapping a 24-game losing streak, 76-70 win for the Griffins. Missouri State topped Evansville, 74-64. The Blues lost 4-3 to the Bruins in overtime on Saturday. They'll host the Flyers tonight. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
The Missouri Veterans Home is a long-term skilled care facility that is now accepting admissions. The care is top-notch because our veterans deserve it.
Everybody is friendly. They treat you with respect. Like I say, I am so grateful that I got to be a resident here. It's just wonderful being here.
For more information about admissions at Missouri's veterans homes, visit mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber inviting you to follow all the exciting action of St. Louis Blues hockey this season. If you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is being there listening here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for the St. Louis Blues.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do It Right deals are going on now. K&H Auto Supply, where you'll find a Power Torque 6-piece screwdriver set priced at $17.99, a Schumacher 1.5 amp 12-volt battery charger maintainer for $35.99, and Brake Best brake parts clear 2 for $8. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Grain market analysts say they were surprised USDA raised the size of the U.S. corn crop in the January crop production report. I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. U.S. corn yields increased almost 2.5 bushels an acre. Richard Brock with Brock Associates says,
in over 45 years in this business, I don't think I've ever seen that big of a change in the January crop report.
USDA says the average yield for U.S. corn was a record 177.3 bushels an acre. Brock says the larger than expected corn crop put the grain markets in a tailspin Friday. Total Farm Marketing Senior Market Advisor Naomi Bloom says the corn market remains oversold.
From a technical perspective, when March corn hit down to the 441 area to the low, there was a head and shoulders technical sell objective to the downside. So we hit it.
And she says she's not expecting corn prices to move much lower, and this information sets the tone for the markets moving forward. Brock says the next opportunity for good corn sales might not happen until March or April.
You might get some short-term bounces in here, but you never fight the trend in the market, and this one's well established. In all three of the grains, the corn, soybeans, wheat, cotton looks more positive, but when it comes to corn, beans, and wheat, I'd say that this is a classic bear market after a major bull market.
USDA's next supply-demand report will be released February 8th. USDA lowered its corn and soybean production estimates for Brazil on Friday. That follows planting delays in many key growing areas caused by weather. USDA currently has Brazil's soybean crop at 157 million tons. That's below the December estimate with a combined corn crop of 127 million tons. Brazil is still expected to be the world's largest exporter of corn this marketing year. Generally better weather in Argentina is expected to boost corn and soybean production too. A professor of avian diseases says the dynamics of highly pathogenic avian influenza are challenging. Michigan State University's Dr. McFulton's been following the virus since the late 90s.
It's becoming, within the United States, starting to appear more like what Europe had gone through the last couple of years, where they just have outbreaks all year round. And so we have concern about that.
He tells Brownfield poultry show signs of the disease in less than 24 hours from exposure.
There have been many facilities that have become infected. They've traced to wild birds in adjacent farm fields, and then it somehow got into the facility, most likely on wind and on debris that travels on the wind.
USDA says the last reported detections of HPAI in Missouri were reported at the end of December. For more ag news, markets, and weather, go to brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
I know I need to pay attention to my health, but I just can't seem to find the time. Between rushing to work and taking care of the kids, there's not much time left over for me. So I decided to start small by eating more fruits and vegetables and being more active. And then I got the family to make some changes too. We started by keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter, and I limit the amount of sweet snacks I keep in the house. I've also found some creative ways to add more vegetables to our meals. We're taking more walks, and on the weekends, we head down to the pool at the rec center. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. You don't have to change your entire life to be healthier. Just make some simple changes and include your family. You'll see how easy and fun it can be.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! High! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and flushed it on the way down. C. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The Bragging Rights Trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Getting that wind chill advisory is in effect till noon tomorrow. We do have a chance getting some flurries, not right now, because we actually have some partly cloudy skies, but we will have those clouds roll back in, as they already have started to, all the way from the northwest and west. So we will see clouds again today. Mostly cloudy, really very cold today, but the winds, that's really been going to be the big thing. But we will have a chance of getting some light flurries, probably late this morning. Better chance of some snow in the afternoon that could be accumulating. Not much, but it will still accumulate. Maybe an inch or so. That's what they're saying right now. We will have a cold day. Our high may get up to 8. We're hoping for 10. I don't think we're going to make it, but we're hoping for 10. Wind chills are going to be in the negative digits all day long. We'll never get out of it. Not today. We will have a northwesterly breeze, and we're going to be kicking it in from anywhere from 7 up to 12 miles an hour today, and we have seen those winds blow already at 6 to 12 already this morning. So not going to be beyond the realm of seeing that happen. So it looks like it's going to be pretty consistent. Slight chance of getting some snow tonight. Could be some flurries off and on through the evening. Cloudy, early. Clearing late. It'll be cold again. Low of -4. Wind chills will be near -20 by early morning. Winds northwesterly at 5 to 15. Could gust to 25 miles an hour. And then for Tuesday, sunny, still cold with a high of 17. With west winds at 8 to 12 miles an hour, gusting up to 20. We'll probably get out of these negative digits with the wind chill on Tuesday, but it'll still be in single digits above 0. It's going to still be cold. Clear Tuesday night, low of 5 with wind chills at -8 or so. Southwesterly breezes at 8 to 15, could gust to 20. Sunny, finally warming above the freezing mark on Wednesday, the high of 38. Southwesterly breezes 10 to 15, could gust to 25. Cloudy Wednesday night, low of 20, and then partly sunny on Thursday. Again, right around 38 or so for a high, but another cold front's going to be coming through, probably late Thursday afternoon or early Thursday evening, and then by Thursday night late, early Friday morning, we'll be back around 7 for a low with sunshine expected Friday and a high of only 19. Right now at KSMO Radio, our temperature reading is still -3. We have not eclipsed that. We do still have snow on the ground. Makes it a little harder to get that temperature to rise. So we're set at -3. We have winds out of the northwest at 8, 70% relative humidity. The pressure climbing 30.44 inches, making it feel like -17 right now at KSMO Radio. Can we ask, and I know the city of Salem asked, but all of the electric utilities are asking to please maybe drop a temperature on your thermostat a degree or 2 to help conserve on the energy. We all want to make sure that we have plenty of energy to go around, but if we set new peaks, it's going to cost more for that energy as well. So, again, try and drop that a degree or 2. If you would, voluntarily. Nobody's forcing you to do it, but if you could, you may just end up helping us keep that peak alert down to a minimum. Hopefully we don't even get one. That would be the best part of it. So let's hope it stays that way. At the KSMO Studios, your hometown radio station, it's 35 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. And over at Country Mart today, they have Coffee Mate Liquid Coffee Creamer. Get it for $3.99. Your assorted pork loin chops are $1.97 a pound. And your Special K pastry crisps, the blueberry or the strawberry in a 12-count package. Get 2 of them, $5. Special K. Remember Special K cereal? I do too. And now they make the crisp with the blueberry or strawberry flavoring. Again, a 12-count package, 2 for $5. Stop by. Save today when you shop over at Country Mart. Highway 32, 72 East in Salem. Here to help you save. Got a little bit of music on this Martin Luther King Day. A lot of people are off today. Schools are not open today. Banks are closed. Post offices closed. Governmental offices are closed today. So a lot of people may be taking off. Your license bureau will be closed. State offices will be closed. Lots of different locations may not be open. So, again, you may want to call ahead, especially as cold as it is. You may want to call ahead to make sure that those locations are open so that you can go on by and get your work done if you need to get out at all. It's very cold. -3, -17 with the wind chill. And by the way, a little note of interest, if your vehicle is sitting outside, and I know last thing you really want to do is get out of a warm house and go start your car. I highly recommend, though, you do that. Make sure it runs a little bit so you can recharge your battery, because it's going to be another bitterly cold night tonight. And a lot of times those batteries, if they're marginal now, if you've got a brand new battery, you're probably in pretty good shape. But if your battery's 3 years old, you may need to give it a little, you know what I mean, to make sure it starts the next day. So you may want to go out there, get that vehicle started, give it a little revving up. Don't have to rev it up, sit there and just rev it up, but you definitely want to get it going so it can charge your battery a little bit so you'll be able to start it the next day when you really need to get somewhere, okay? That's a little note of interest for all your friends, and hopefully you have a full tank of gas, or at least a half tank, so keep that gas line freeze from happening to you. I knew a friend that had that happen. Man, that was a bad news there when that happened to him. He had to wait until it got warm enough, number one. Then he had water in his gas line. It really coughed and gagged when he tried to get that vehicle going. Oh, man, it was bad news. Don't want that to happen to you. Don't let it happen to you. Going by, and you got plenty of different locations in town to top your tank off. We always highly recommend you go by, see your friends at Philmar, bringing you a look at this weather right here in Salem, and fill up with that quality Conoco gas that can keep your engine clean while you drive, but also helps keep you from that gas line freeze. It's always good to get the right type of gas. And if you have any questions, you can always ask your friends at Philmar. They got the unleaded, ethanol-free premium and diesel, and they have your additives that you need inside as well. So if you need oil, or if you need antifreeze, or maybe even something else you might need for your vehicle, stop on by, or for yourself, like a hot cup of coffee. That's always a good thing. Biscuits and gravy, always a good thing. Your friends at Philmart, right here in Salem at the corner of Highway 19 and Franklin. And, of course, they invite you to stop on by and visit. That's your friends at Philmart right here in Salem.
Many people start out their day with a great cup of coffee from Philmart. But did you know they also have cappuccinos and vanilla and mocha frappes? You can even get ice-cold Starbucks frappuccinos in a variety of flavors. And don't forget about the delicious biscuits and gravy in 2 sizes, small and large, until 11 o'clock every morning. What a way to start your day. Philmart, more than just a convenience store, at the corner of Highway 19 and Franklin, open 7 days a week.
RSV is a common respiratory virus that usually causes mild cold-like symptoms in the fall and winter. While most people recover in a week or 2, RSV can cause serious infection in infants and adults over 60. The Missouri Immunization Coalition reminds you that RSV immunizations are here. This is the protection we've been waiting for. Talk to your healthcare provider about immunizations to protect against RSV. Visit moimmunize.org.